up, guys, and welcome to another episode of CineAmigos. I'm your co-host, Eddie Wiss.
And Pablo.
Do not shield your ears. We're not sirens. This is a movie review for the Odyssey. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Alright,
Damn, didn't let the opening finish out.
it's weird. Because I turn it down from here, but it doesn't turn down from here. So I have to do both.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Just like everybody interrupting the muse in the movie. Just let the thing finish, man. Let the story finish.
not today's. Alright, so, latest movie of the Odyssey. Again,
This was one of the most anticipated movies of this year, right?
yep.
It being Christopher Nolan.
Here's the thing, though. I want to say first half non-spoiler, but this story has been out for 3,000 years.
And it's been told countless times.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on...
You're just gonna want to go straight to
This movie is an adaptation of Homer's The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Epic tales involving monsters and warriors duking it out.
And gods. Gods and monsters, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they left out the good stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
They
that.
left out.
I mean, if you know the story, yeah, there's some stuff that they did with that. So I don't know if you guys want to just go straight into spoilers, or
Well, we
Should
give
we
it
just-
our rating first, and then we start...
yeah, should we talk about the cast first and then
Oh, yeah, we can talk the...
yeah, cast and director, because this is really give props to our man Christopher Nolan. He, in my opinion, knocked it out of the park
Yeah.
again.
Definitely.
So far, so as of this recording, it's the second weekend it's been out. It's made over 400 million,
600.
600 million already.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll check really quickly.
yeah.
So.
but while they're checking that,
Domestically...
the main factor that came out was the whole IMAX 70 millimeter screens that he shot for, which only around the world there's only 40 theaters that hold those types of screens. So if we watched it in XD
640.
640. Yep.
So it'll be the next $1 billion movie for sure.
Dude, what me and Juan watched it today, and they were still pretty packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it on a Tuesday, and there was not a single seat that was not taken.
Dude,
I mean, for example, Tempe has one of those 70 millimeter screenings over there, and they're literally doing overnight showings. That's what, 1:30 or
Oh,
2 in the-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're basically leaving the theater at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
Holy
El que
damn.
quiera un after, ahí está.
and I bet they are still serving alcohol at that time.
And here's my
Actually, yeah, probably.
Here's my only gripe with Christopher Nolan. It's like when you're doing this, I have to drive up 2 hours to my nearest 70 millimeter theater.
But the thing is, I don't think it took away from my experience
sure,
watching it in XD. XD is amazing.
Mhm.
I don't feel like the frames were even bad. You
No,
know?
that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to have the time to go to a 70 millimeter, you can. But honestly, us watching it in a XD format, it was pretty fine as well.
And unlike IMAX, so much good audio with XD.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mhm.
I could hear everything clearly, and
I got overwhelmed. I got overstimulated to where I had to dip out for part of the movie, so I missed a chunk in the middle because of that.
Yeah.
what parts did he miss?
It started off when
Towards the end of
Odysseus, towards the end of Circe's
Yeah.
era, and then
Oh, okay. So you watched all the Cersei.
the
Yeah,
transformation.
I was waiting for that
Okay.
specifically.
Underworld, Sirens.
He missed those two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yee. Those
Alright.
were pretty good too.
Also, a quick shout out to Ludwig Garnosen. Garnison. Amazing score again. I've talked about this in previous videos, but he's became my favorite movie composer.
He's slowly going up to the levels of
John Williams,
John
Hans
Williams.
Zimmer.
I think he might be at the level of Hans Zimmer at the moment.
Yeah. And,
I'm pretty sure that this is depending on how Dune 3's
mhm.
what's it called
Score.
score is. I think he's got it in the bag, man.
Yep.
Oh, and did you give the box office or
Yeah,
Yeah.
640 at the
Hmm.
moment. Domestically, I don't know how much, but
Domestic total right now is at $286 million.
Right.
It's
Yes.
officially like the highest performing like rated R we've gotten.
Yeah.
mhm.
And it's been Christopher Nolan's most profitable movie now. It surpassed Oppenheimer. Like the speed of how.
How fast it's got into
Yeah.
the. Well, I mean, it's barely the second weekend, and it's already over
Hmm.
half a million.
Yep.
So
Another interesting thing about Ludwig's, he recreated the instruments from, you would say, that time period,
yeah.
which is another thing why I love him. He's trying to add this uniqueness to the
Well,
score.
it was actually Christopher Nolan that told him, I do not want any instruments from this time period. I want you to use the actual instruments from that time period, and that's when he had to start what's it called, researching all this stuff, and he found a way to make these instruments
Yeah.
because there's none that existed anymore like that in the world,
Yeah.
apparently.
And they're called what the lyre and the lyre and the olas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But another peak score that made the film only that much better.
yeah. Um, so I did want to talk about like this whole like backlash thing with the whole marketing of the Odyssey when the trailer came out. It's like the most disliked trailer of all time. And to those people who are hating on this movie who haven't even watched it, you can suck it.
I was about to say it. But yeah.
You know, like this whole like thing about Elliot Page,
Pro-
trans, and Lupita Nyong.
Look, they were only in about 4 minutes of screen time.
And Greek mythology. The director can interpret these characters however they want. And in the book, they do not mention any skin color at all.
And enough about this. This is woke and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally would like to see more of a Greek actor presence in the movie, because they went for a lot of star power, which I get, but that's where I'm gonna put my 2 cents about the casting. I do feel they should have gone for more Greek heavy
They've
casting.
never gone with Greeks with the Odyssey.
In the past.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For a great adaptation,
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked more Greek presence in it. That's all I'm gonna put when it comes to the casting choices. It'd be like casting if Nolan's next project is about the Aztecs and we don't have a single Mexican in that movie, like it's mythology, so you can say it can be whoever it is. But that's what I'm saying. If it was a personal hit, I get the disappointment. That being said, the people complaining are not going that angle, so
Yeah.
I agree. You can suck it.
It's so great.
But yeah,
All right, let's go to our cast. The amazing cast. Main character Odysseus, played by Matt Damon. And a little fun fact: the part was actually offered to Tom Hardy first.
mm.
He turned it down, and so Matt Damon got the part.
Great choice.
Yeah, he did a great job. We got Anne Hathaway as Penelope. Yeah. We got Tom Holland as
Telemachus.
Telemachus, and he's gonna be Spider-Man. This
Dude, he's gonna have a run this year.
Dude, that
Three
it's gonna be loaded after this.
three $2 billion movies.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is gonna appear in Doomsday, so I'm counting Doomsday.
Yeah. Okay. Zendaya as Athena.
Another powerhouse that is gonna be in
Spider-Man.
and Dune 3.
Yep. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Elliot Page as Sinan.
Everyone thought it was gonna be Achilles.
Achilles didn't even fucking.
You know. So really quickly, do you know the theory about Achilles? why they said that Achilles didn't appear in this movie?
What was it?
Because they're saying that Christopher Nolan's next movie will be about the Iliad, and that he didn't cast anybody as Achilles because he didn't want to recast it for that movie,
Oh, okay.
and he wants to keep the Odyssey and the Iliad kind of in the same universe.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, Achilles died in the Battle of Troy, so maybe we'll have a little area
Yeah.
where, right there. Yeah, but Elliot Page did a good job. Robert Pattinson as, how do you say it?
And
Antinous.
Antinous.
Yeah. He was like my third favorite acting in this
Get
movie.
these beggars out of here.
Homie.
I've
slur.
I've gotten the
Plate liquor.
Leave it to Pattinson to turn a random word into a freaking slur word at that
Yeah.
point.
He turned too. Plate liquor.
plate liquor.
Yeah, but he was great too. Jonathan, no, sorry, John
John Leguizamo.
Leguizamo as Emus. Did a good.
This guy's a big proponent of getting Mexican representation in movies, and
Yeah,
I loved him honestly. I thought he was low key
Oh yeah, he did a great job.
he did.
the underrated MVP of the movie for me.
We got Hamish Patel as Eurylochus. He did a good job as well. Charlize
Theron.
You're licking.
Theron.
Huh?
Eurylochus.
Eurylochus.
God damn you.
Next time you insult me, I'm gonna be like Eurylochus.
But Charlize Theron as Calypso.
Yep.
Perfect too as.
We got Samantha.
I'm glad you agree. They did not agree. They were like, I did not see her as Calypso. Her mom was like,
Bro, they probably barely even knew who Calypso was.
Yeah. Samantha Morton as Cersei.
oh my
We're gonna
god.
talk about like her scene.
Oh
That's
my god.
Benny Zafty as Agamemnon.
I know that one's the hardest for me to get. That name's the hardest for me to get.
My boy Roro. And if someone gets that joke and meme, it'll have to be a Spanish watcher. But
Bowser Jr.
there's a whole controversy recently with like some streamers in a boxing match where the helmets were different, and one of them was overprotected, and they kept on using that picture as a meme about her
Oh my
helmet.
god.
I did not. Another thing that people were complaining about. I did not care that it was an accurate,
Armor.
from that time period. That did not take.
He looked badass. I don't
Yeah.
care. I didn't
have
even know
it-
what's Benny Zafty.
I now have his skin on Fortnite.
Yeah. John Bernthal as Menelaus.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. For the host, he's brother with Agamemnon. Lupita
Nyong'o,
she was
Helena
Troy and twin sister. What was the name? I got it right here. That killed.
Yeah, right? That it was a twin sister?
Yeah. Clemenstra.
Yeah.
That's literally she said it in the movie too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Maya Goth. She was one of the helpers. Melento.
Yeah. Oh my god, she was so annoying.
She's also been in quite a bit. I mean, literally not even a year ago, we're reviewing Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Hurst as mentor. Just to mention,
he was gonna be Kratos.
He got injured during filming of Kratos, so they have to recast him, which is sad.
They were done with 4 episodes already, and he did a stun himself and tore his bicep.
Yeah.
And that's a year-long
and they can't wait for that
injury. So sadly, not there anymore.
Corey Hawkins, I couldn't find a picture of from the theme, but he was playing Polypus.
One of the suitors.
And Travis Scott was also part of this.
Also only around 2 minutes of screen time. So
Yeah, I mean, I get why he chose him because he was what was he?
he was the storyteller.
Yeah,
What's it called? What are they called?
the barb,
The bard.
the bards.
Bard.
Yeah, because they're storytellers and poets, so it makes sense to have Travis Scott as like being a modern
Yeah,
day
cause
poet as a
yeah,
rapper.
and uh, another story broke out
Mm,
a week after the movie.
mm-hmm.
He has signed a deal with Paramount now, and you know what his quote was? I want to bring back something like I want to bring back great cinema.
Mm. That's
So
good.
yeah.
All right, so that's all our actors.
Look, all I'm saying, after Astroworld, I already knew when he was telling stories in there that shit was gonna go down in that room. I already knew it. The whole movie I was waiting for it, and sure enough, by the end of it.
Hey, it's lit. Right, I think it's time for us to give our ratings for this before we go into spoiler territory. Again, 50,000 years, and you whatever.
A solid 9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, 9.7, man.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
This
My 9
this
points. I'm gonna tell my 9.7 because I second watch around I saw some continuity errors in there.
I did say earlier in the year this was gonna be the best movie of the year in my opinion.
for me actually second and third viewing just got better.
Nice.
And honestly it has now cracked probably my top 10 all time.
Really?
Yeah.
So would you call it your favorite of the year, or do you think Project Hail Mary has that still?
Nah, this is my favorite of the year. Project Hail Mary is an amazing movie. I loved it. But I feel like I'm also I'm big on Greek mythology. I love Greek mythology, so
Mm,
I don't know. I just think with what he can do and what time he had, he made it as perfect as he could,
yeah.
and there was not to me there was not many missteps except for what happened with Cyclops, but
Mm.
it didn't take away anything from it. It was 10 out of 10 for me.
All right. 9, 10, 9.7. Spoiler talk in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into like one of the most talked about, one of the talked about ones, which was again the Cyclops, since you mentioned it. Um, the sound he made, like when he screamed when they poked his eye with a
Yeah.
flaming turret, that was loud and that was disturbing sound for
Yeah.
sure.
But I feel like that's what he wanted
Mm-hmm.
to convey, right? That's what Nolan wanted to convey. You being
Yeah.
disturbed, you actually being scared, because this was something out of a horror movie, especially
Mm-hmm.
when he barely walks in and he's in the dark and all of a sudden just picks one of those soldiers up by the head. I feel like he wanted to make you feel scared, make
Yeah.
you feel a little uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, and he actually talked to Guillermo del Toro because he wanted help with like the whole make prosthetics of making the monster. So he was inspired by Guillermo del Toro, but he also like asked for help from him.
Now looking
Oh,
at
okay.
it, you can see it kind of has an inspiration to like Pan's Labyrinth, right?
Well, I wouldn't say Pan's Labyrinth, but yeah, the general like monster design, I see it.
Yeah, and we have like little behind the scenes from that's so they used the puppet just for the actors, so like they know where to look.
You're telling me you couldn't find the real Cyclops? Dang.
Yeah, lame.
Damn. Lame.
I believed in you, Christopher.
I know he was in the writer's room like, why can't you guys find me a Cyclops?
Don't exist.
Then make me one.
Have you seen the memes of the actors being like all scared and stuff, thinking like it making fun of Christopher Nolan actually finding a Cyclops?
That's great.
But wait, I wanna go
No,
back.
no, just I'm gonna stay in that scene. Go
Okay.
for it.
So my problem with the whole Cyclops thing, he did not put one of the most important parts there, right?
The nobody.
The nobody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they should have talked, and they even like make fun of it at some point. Where like, should we try to like talk it out? And they're like, oh no, we're past that. And I was like, you fucker.
Yeah.
But the thing was that he said that he was trying ways to do it, but he never found the way where he thought it would have helped the story.
I guess. Well, it's just to me, it makes more sense why he's being punished for the things he does.
Yeah.
And it also shows a lot about his character. To like, even though he got away without the Cyclops knowing who he is, he decided to like double down and say who he was.
Yeah.
But that was my biggest gripe with the movie, honestly. Because that's one of my favorite parts of the whole story, right? The how he tricks the Cyclops and
Yeah. Okay. Oh, the whole opening scene of like with the horse. Elliot Page during that scene. We got a little glimpse of the acting. But during the story is how like we got perspective from Elliot, Sinan's perspective. Then we got Odysseus' perspective when they were inside.
yes.
So that was like the whole story, how they were doing it was pretty great. And again, Christopher Nolan being, we need to have this horse right here. So, like they actually like buried the horse. Like, God damn, Christopher gonna actually kill some of these people.
Who was it? John Bernthal was freezing his ass off in there,
Yeah.
and they were about to pull him out, and Bernthal said, no, let's just fucking do this, let's finish it, let's. But I don't know if you knew that
No.
when they were supposed to be shooting, it was supposed to be hot already. It was supposed to be hot still, but it's winter over there at the moment.
Oh, so they got
So
cold water in
so
it.
he got cold water, so they were freezing.
Yeah.
My only question is why.
Because Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. But what did you guys think of the Trojan horse and the whole scene where we start at the beginning?
I liked it. I thought I was a bit confused as to like the pacing of the story. So I was like, where are we on this timeline? And then I realized that was kind of like a back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, the whole before that, it was the whole intro of like we're getting Tom on Telemachus with Penelope saying how Odysseus is gone. We have like the whole suitors in the kingdom, but I felt like the pacing was well done with that because I feel like some people wanted the whole fighting scene already, but I think it was pretty well paced with like dialogue to actual important movie scenes. So the whole Battle of Troy, that was one of my favorite shots that I don't have here because I couldn't find it. Was when Odysseus was when they're already like taking over and going to the gates. He got the lantern. It was dark, and then he dropped it, and you can see like the entire army. Like, oh, it's about to go down.
Yep. And then I a lot of people diss on how Nolan does his fight scenes, his choreography, his the way he does battle in his movies, right? I felt like in this one people are still doing that, but I felt like in this one it was amazingly portrayed.
Yeah, because like if you're looking at time period, they're not skilled warriors kind of thing, like whole punching and stuff. Like it's just like sword fighting, try to dodge, and that's it.
And in this scene when he gets the bow, you already know no one's getting through to him.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah. And then we got the whole aura farming of Agamemnon here, like one of the better shots as well. Like I said, when everybody is running past him and he's just like slowly walking.
Yeah.
Like that.
The whole time. He slowly walks the whole time where the Trojan horse towards where they placed the Trojan horse, right? Which was Athena's temple. Which is a very prominent theme throughout the whole movie,
Mhm.
right? The goddess Athena.
Yeah.
What did you think about this scene?
I enjoyed the scene. It wasn't among my favorite moments in the movie, but it's what I expected from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got like all these whole still Battle of Troy, burning and stuff like that.
That was actually also practical, and Matt Damon was like, holy, that was an actual reaction of his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole like the whole sequence of the Battle of Troy was just like well done, honestly.
Yeah. So how?
Hmm.
Okay, this is what I was gonna. Okay.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when he's with, cause that's how we get the story, right?
Mhm.
How we get the full story, like what happened with his crew, what happened with him, what
Mhm.
happened in Troy. Um, what do you guys think about the whole like how they use the lotus flower and Calypso in the movie?
Well, I arrive around that time?
Yeah. So the whole thing about the lotus flower is like it's numbing the mind, you would say,
Hmm.
because he was still Calypso was healing him to the body. So
Well,
every time,
you remember in Percy Jackson what the lotus flower does, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It makes you forget about,
mhm,
right? So you're basically in a trance.
yeah,
Yeah, no, no, I understand. I did watch that scene, so I got the explanation for what
mhm,
happened. I mean, yeah, again, it was kind of what I expected. It
mhm,
wasn't one of the more exciting parts of
yeah.
the movie for me.
I mean, the story is because Calypso falls in love with him, and that's why he's
Mm-hmm.
keeping him in the island.
Yeah.
But
And like she said, if you really wanted to leave, you would have already left by now, but your brain wasn't ready to leave.
mhm.
So,
I mean, I want to the whole Athena thing. It was pretty interesting to me when I first watched it because, like, yeah, he's getting like
the
the flashes
flashbacks.
of Athena and stuff like that. But then we reached to the end that
What
the Zendaya's character was actually one of the
people in Troy.
people in Troy that he killed. And I've heard some interesting theories whether it was Athena disguised as one of the people because you know how the gods disguise
Yeah.
themselves because the whole Zeus's law is
Mm-hmm.
to treat people like they were gods, like treat people good. Either Athena was that, or Athena's taking the shape of that girl, and he's just like,
I think it's just taking the shape of the girl in
yeah,
his mind because that's who he remembers
yeah,
most
that's
from the
and that's the
killings.
one I believe most of it
Yeah.
because if you kill Athena, it's like,
Because
mm,
especially because that was the girl that they killed
mhm,
at the Temple of Athena, you
yeah,
know? That's kind of like him, like,
I think
remembering
it's like
what he
almost like a
did.
personal punishment. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
reminder.
exactly.
yeah, yeah, because the whole thing about the gods is like I'm punishing you.
Because the whole theme throughout the movie is the people of the sea, right?
Hmm.
They're coming.
Mhm,
We don't know when they're getting here. We don't have our king.
mhm.
And then he notices that they are the people from the sea, pretty
Yep.
much. That they're the ones that did that. They're the ones that broke Zeus's law. They're
Mhm.
the ones that started this whole unraveling of events, right?
Mhm. But yeah, I uh once you see that scene, it's like oh I
Yeah.
get it.
Now I get
Yeah.
why
Mhm.
Zendaya was the
Mhm.
Athena,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You
Oh,
the part you
you
missed.
missed this part,
Actually,
dude.
uh, let's go back to Cersei, because that was before.
Yeah.
So you were there for like the whole transformation of pigs, which is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Everything again, that whole transformation
Practical.
practical, which was holy crap, Dan. But
I think she's gonna be nominated for
supporting act.
supporting actors for sure. It was she was in that one scene she was in.
Mhm.
She was
Yeah, no,
amazing
she did
for.
great.
Yeah.
Did it not make you feel like you were actually scared, like
Um,
for the people there, like
it was a little unsettling.
Mhm. Yeah. Especially like when she's transforming him, you can hear the squeals of the pigs like
Yeah.
as she's doing it. It's like, whoa.
One of my biggest issues with the movie though comes, and there's the main reason is getting a 9 out of 10 instead of anything
10.
higher than that.
Yeah.
Is that Eddie told me that they don't, Odysseus doesn't stay for too long with Circe.
Yeah.
He originally spends months and they end up having a child together in Greek
Oh.
mythology. And that's the son that actually ends up killing Odysseus in the actual story.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it gets all twisted because Telegonus, the son with Circe.
Telemachus.
No, Telegonus is their
Their
child.
their
Yeah.
child.
So Telegonus kills Odysseus by an accident, and then he marries Penelope, and then Telemachus marries Circe. So it's like a weird thing that happens with it, but
Yeah.
but they literally removed an important part of that Odysseus life story by doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's why I also put a little bit lower, like little nitpicks of like the actual story. But this scene was great. I loved it. Um, what else from that scene?
Plus, they also did make her just seem a little more villainous than she is. She does turn
Well, I mean,
men
e-
into pigs, but that's because that's what they act, you know.
But in most stories, even whether it's the DCU, whether it's the I mean the comic books, right? The comic books, whether it's Greek mythology, we know she's the most powerful sorceress because the gods
Whether it's
gave her
SpongeBob.
Huh?
Whether it's SpongeBob.
because the gods gave her that power, right?
No, if I recall, she is a demigod. She is the son of Helios. No, Helios. She's daughter of like one of the ancient, like older gods.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she was not blessed
She-
with the looks of her family in a sense. She did get a special connection to this magic, something that gods cannot use. So her magic is actually separate from what gods can do. They can't grant this type of magic.
Yeah.
There's like a connection to the world itself.
But
And
in
that way it affects demigods too. Like Scylla, the monster that appears in this movie. Scylla was created by Circe. Basically, she cursed a demigod that was obsessed with her looks, and it turned her into the hideous creature she was inside.
Yeah.
But in that same scene, we do get her telling Odysseus what the rest of his path will look like, right? Where he has to sail to the underworld, where no one's ever sailed there and come out alive, and what he has to do with Charybdis and Scylla, right?
Yeah. We also get the interaction with Sinan.
Which I think was one of the better parts of the whole movie and shows what Elliot Page can do as an actor.
Yeah. Elliot Page's like whole portrayal of Sinan when he's saying how you lied to us, you you just made us like expendable to this whole mission.
And you know I would you're my like greatest mentor and that I would never betray you, and then Odysseus is like, and that's why, because you're my most loyal, that
We had to leave you behind.
yeah, and that's why I couldn't tell you the truth, because
We needed you to believe.
we needed you, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and also like the whole thing of Robert Pattinson's character, I guess
Antinous.
Antinous, how you need to bring him shame, because the whole like we get like these whole flashbacks of how they were being basically drafted for the Battle of Troy, how he switched the
So Antinous switches his yes
yeah
with Sinon.
Yeah, I remember
And,
that.
Yeah.
and Sinon's just like, you know what, whatever. He wanted to go to war with Odysseus, right? Um, and then right after that, so Sinon leaves, and we get Agamemnon coming in and telling him what happened to him once he got to
his home.
his home.
Yeah.
So pretty much that the twin sister betrayed
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So he was like, he's basically what he told him is, do not trust anyone. Go in as the beggar, pretty much. Don't go
Beggar.
in. Don't go in as Odysseus, cause
Don't expect a hero's welcome.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
expect the hero's welcome, cause you will be betrayed. Just don't make the same mistake I did.
Yeah.
That actually segued pretty much into like my favorite scene of the movie, which was him and the dog. I really love the relationship
Oh,
they
yeah.
built together.
Oh yeah. Uh, so you missed the sirens as well, right?
Yeah, I missed the
Yeah.
sirens.
Yeah, the sirens part. Not a lot happened, but like the way they were portraying it was eerie, and I like the whole audio thing where like we're
Well,
basically
as
have
soon as
we have earwax on.
as soon as the what's his second in command?
Eurylochus.
As soon as Eurylochus puts the wax on,
Yeah, they put wax on, and he gets tied up because he personally wants to sort of
Yes.
survive the sirens.
but when they put the wax on, they muffle the noise
No, that's
in
cool.
in the theater as well. So it's like you're hearing through the ears of Eurylochus.
It's sad. One of the shipmates actually took off the wax.
And it was one of my favorite ones too.
The only Asian,
the
the only Asian actor in there is like, and he's the one who fell for it.
yes,
Damn.
he's the one that took it off and dives in and goes to the sirens. I do recommend it. Obviously,
Oh no, I'll be
go-
rewatching.
You will
Yeah,
be
yeah,
rewatching.
of course.
But I will recommend to make sure you watch those parts because I feel like they are very well. At least this one's not that important, but the underworld one is very important to the story.
Yeah. I mean, we go during the sirens part. We have like the score of Ludwig during this part, and it's
Yes.
pretty good. But yeah.
And then Odysseus's what's it called? Quote during that was amazing as
Yeah,
well.
it was like they asked him what was like what did you hear? It's like it's
Everything-
all of my broken promises that I
All
couldn't
the
keep.
it's all the things you would want, then all the things you had that you loved, something like that, and all the things you cannot have at the same time. And like,
They told me it's like you really don't want to go home.
yeah.
This is a like quick one, but
The giants.
giants.
So in Greek mythology, these giants are cannibals.
And also like for like behind the scenes, the
7
the
foot.
stunt the
There's a
stunt
female.
the stunt
Yeah.
double
Yes.
for Matt Damon was a female who was only 4 feet tall.
And look at those arms, man.
And they used 7 foot actors for this part to for the
visual,
Yeah.
practical. Yeah. But it was pretty cool, honestly. I like that they did that.
Damn, Nolan was probably shaking his head. No real giant.
Hey, I mean, 7 foot people are pretty much giants. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The giants of this
Look,
age.
I'm
at
saying
least.
Nolan missed his chance. He should have cast Holland in there.
Roo!
Yeah. Just to mention the whole every scene that we had with the boats, they were pretty cool. It's just like how they shot it. The whole there was like the one where they actually like the ship breaks in half and
Yes.
the rest of the crew dies. That was shot in the Universal
Backlot?
backlot, and I couldn't find the video, but there was a person who was able to sneak into the parking garages of that, and they filmed like when they were filming that scene.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's like a beautiful shot too because like it looks like it's a endless sea, but it's just like pretty well made, honestly.
So is this right after the giants? No, this is right after Cersei. The giants are
The giants
after
were
the after
the giants were first.
Yeah,
Then
it was
it
the
was
giants. Then it was Cersei,
Yeah.
where Odysseus is the one that notices, right, that
Yeah.
that something's wrong here because he shoots what he thinks is a deer, and the soldier appears. Then we move on to Scylla and Charybdis, is it?
Charybdis.
Charybdis.
Yeah. I mean, if you know the story, he had to choose either you go here and everybody dies, or you sacrifice
Sacrifice.
6 men
Yeah.
and the rest live.
And he was trying to trick Eurylochus by telling him, go towards the whirlpool. We'll make it. We'll be able to pass it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
mm,
I mean, I couldn't find it. The final sequence of this whole shifting, that them going to
was the
the
sun
island of the sun
gods
god, where you couldn't,
Apollo, right?
yeah, you couldn't eat the cattle there, or they're gonna die. And
Which was what was
Hades.
tele the guy in the underworld.
Hades.
No, it wasn't Hades. It was his the prophet tele
Mm. Oh, now
Oh, I don't know any of this, so
yeah.
you know the story.
I'm trying to think like who you guys are referring to, but
It's the guy who tells who.
The guy who takes him to Hades.
the boatman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's is it
Tal
Charon?
no.
Whatever.
So he basically gives him the prophecy that he's the only one that's gonna make it to Ithaca,
Mhm.
and that all
You talking
his
about Charon, like the boatsman, or who are you talking
No,
about?
no. Let me see.
Because like the one that gets you through the river of the dead is Charon. Like
It's someone that gives him the prophecy.
now I need to know.
So while they're looking at that, they stop at the island. The gods are purposely
Tiresias.
Tiresias.
Tiresias. So he's the blind prophet of the Greek underworld.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
The
Pretty much
gods.
Hades.
Yeah.
Mm.
The gods purposely have the winds staying in that island, so they eat the cattle.
They end up eating the cattle because
Mhm.
all the crewmates were.
Their provisions were already they already ate all of that, and the wind stopped after that. They left, and then they all die.
Because as soon as they leave, the winds come back and there's
Zeus
a
and
huge
Poseidon.
storm.
Poseidon.
Poseidon, pretty much, and they fault what's it called, Odysseus, and Eurylochus is like yelling at him,
Mhm.
pray to him, remember?
Mhm.
Pray for forgiveness.
But what truly happened is that they ate the sun god's
Mm-hmm.
uh cattle. So that's how Odysseus gets to Calypso's island.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he remembers everything. He does the thing where he's dressed as a beggar. Important scenes because we're going into a lot of time right now.
What are we at?
43.
Oh yeah.
So, uh, Odysseus warns Telemachus because he was about to get killed by someone like the people that
Antinous,
Antinous hired to kill.
his son, Odysseus' son.
Mhm. And then he goes with Emulus. Um, that one scene where you're acting when he told him like, I was a warrior with Odysseus, and then he just broke down saying no more lies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Oh.
That was a pretty impactful scene.
No,
But yeah, so
no more false hope.
yeah, no more false hope.
Yeah.
And we go into
The climax of the
yeah.
story, right? Where
he finally gets to meet with his hunting dog. He wags his tail for the last
which
time.
you said this was your
Yeah,
favorite scene?
I mean, there's really like a piece of art that I love from
Mhm.
right there. I think it's from 19 or 1800s, early 1900s.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's pretty much like that scene of nobody recognizes him, but his dog. What's the dog's name again? Is it Argus?
Argus.
Argus. You know, his dog, the one that patiently waited for him, the one that was tossed outside. Like he's the only person that recognizes Master in a way.
Yeah. And
that's where Telemachus also is like, "You're Odysseus, you're my dad," and then no, I'm just a beggar. I'm just a.
And then we go into where finally, well, before I say, one of my favorite lines that Anne Hathaway said as Penelope was before they were doing this, saying when Tom Holland told him like, what do you want, peace or revenge? I want Odysseus. And storms off. Like, whoa.
Why, you want Odysseus?
I want Odysseus.
But this is also right before they do the trial and everything. This is where we get the beggar scene, right? Get these beggars out of here! Oh no, that was during that. Before that, it's the first time we get Odysseus and Antinous in the same room again, and he shows them the little pill that was given to Sinon, and he's like, "Where the hell did you get this?"
Yeah.
And then he pretty much breaks Zeus's law by throwing the chair at Odysseus, right? At a beggar.
And then when Odysseus was with Penelope, like in the sitting in the screen, he told all the atrocities that he did during that, like, and then that's where we finally get a scene, the day of Athena with that scene.
And that's where he finally figures out that he's the people from the sea, right?
Yeah. Very impactful. We get a cool fight scene. When he strings the bow, I even mentioned this to Quan, was a bum bum bum
boom,
and then Robert Pattinson's like, fuck.
And honestly, that segued into an amazing fight. I did love that whole scene where like Odysseus has to take on everyone while Telemachus is trying to prevent the weapons from entering the room.
Yeah. Dude.
Which was also amazing when Telemachus finally grows a pair and does something correctly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just Robert Pattinson saying, "Get the shield! Get the shield!"
He's like, get the shield! There's hearts!
Dude, that was such a.
I hope I did.
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
And I saw this whole thing about how he, throughout the entire movie, he was wearing this armor, pretending to be a warrior. And then when he finally had the chance for him to actually fight, he thought he puts it out and just like controls whatever.
And then when Odysseus looks like he's finally cornered and like he won't be able to do anything, Telemachus just throws a sword to him, and that's where we see who the warrior of the Trojan War was, right?
Yeah, I mean, he tanked quite a few hits before getting his victory, though.
Yeah. And one of the like oral farming scenes that I really liked from him with that fight was like he was fighting everybody, and then some of them slowly just took a knee. Is like, yep, dude, we can't win this.
When he got the axe, but he got it from the bottom part and just freaking swings it like a bat at the guy that had the shield and just destroys them, dude. Oh my god. I loved, like I said, I love the fight scenes in here. I don't know why. I understand in like the Batman when they say Nolan didn't have any good fight scenes or whatever, but those were just great movies, and this one, the fight scenes to me were amazing and was a great movie as well. So
yeah. So after the whole fight scene, they ship away to the west to honor the fallen.
They make it seem like he's dead first, though.
Yeah.
But if you know the story, obviously you know.
Yeah, I mean, later on he goes batshit crazy, super paranoid that everyone's trying to get him. That's what ends up with Telegonus accidentally killing him. It's because he's being like super paranoid.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's how it ends. And I loved this movie.
Yeah, I loved it. What was your guys' favorite scene?
Oh, I already said mine.
The dog.
The dog, yeah.
No,
Cersei.
the whole Cersei scene. I I don't know, something about the siren scene, man. Like it's not a lot, but like I just enjoyed that really, man.
I really enjoyed the when we get the climax, man. From the dog all the way to him seeming like he had died.
Mm-hmm.
Those and the way the story was told, it was like
Yeah.
it had you like thinking a little, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, I think any final thoughts, guys?
Go watch it in theaters. You know, it's a great experience.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is meant for the big screen for sure. This is one of the ones I believe
70
you'll
millimeter.
take more away from it seeing it in theaters
Yeah.
than seeing it at home.
Mm.
Obviously, if you're at home watcher, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And my guess
But-
still stands. I think this is still gonna hold itself at the end of the year as the best movie that came out this year.
Yeah.
Do you like the Dune movies?
Oh yeah, I like doing movies.
Do you think it could maybe eclipse the
Mm,
third Dune movie?
I
Could maybe eclipse it or
it's just thing. I just
I think that's a question for another time.
yeah, it's like a question for another time.
Yeah, we have to wrap it up at this
All right.
point.
All right,
but yeah, go watch it in theaters and look it up.
comment, share.
Subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on our socials.
All right.